Good morning, my dear students. I will discuss Sociology chapter number 2, Demography. We have earlier chapters understood what is the concept of the sociology, what is the understanding about the society and the correlation between the sociology, what is the human interactions to the society. That are the some other aspects which I have included, which I have explained in front of you. So today I will discuss demography. In this chapters I will discuss only all about the population, all about the factors of the population which are affected to the society, which are not affected to the society. So here demography, this is a term denoted where we study of the population. When we study of the population, it is called the demography. It is a Greek word, demos. Demos means people. Here it is a Greek word, demos means people, and graphy means graphian, describe. It means where the peoples is describing, that is known as the demography. Where we calculating of the populations, where we observing of the population, it is known as the demography. According to this, what we learn from the demography, first is population size. How many populations are lived in our country? Nowadays, approximately 1.3 crore, 1.3 billion, and patterns of populations, patterns of the birth. If I will study populations nowadays, (130 crore), and observing from the patterns of the birth means birth rates after according to this, death rates after according to the fertility rates, and the maternal fertility rates, and these are, and after we will also discuss the patterns of death. And more factors which are affected to the demography, migration also. These are subcontents where we study about the demography, about the population size, how many people are living in this country, approximately 130 crore. What is the ratio of the, what is the rates of the birth, what is the rates of the death, and how many people come from another countries to in our country. So some of the aspects which are regarding in front of you, I am just describing what is the role and the function of the demography in our society. Role and function of demography. Because why we study of the demography, what it gives us when we study of it, then development and the health management. First we study development and health That's how societies are basically in strongest positions or not, how innovative ideas are emerged in our societies or not, how the peoples are healthier or not, are living in these malnutritions or not, some of the aspects which is regarding developments and the health managements. According to this, policies and the maintenance of the law and orders. Second, according to the population, according to the demography, generating the policies, generating the law and orders. Generating law and order, or it may be justifying, it may be corrections also in the policies which are immersed already. According to this, we also study about the peoples are achieving a growth or not. So we maintain, we amendments some of the policies which are generating already. Economic policies relating to the agriculture. Since we are studying here economic policies, which are related agriculture. These are the roles and the function of the demography. According to the roles and the functions of the demography, developments and the health management, it should be cared, it should be managed. Generating the policies and law and orders, it is also maintained by the demographics calculations. And the economic policies which are related to the agriculture, after the calculating of the demography according to the census, then we also study about the economic policies. We can amendments such economic policy which are generating already in our society by our governments. According to this, we also study about the types of the demography. First is formal demography, and second is social demography. When we study of the analytical approaches, when we study about the population calculation, formal demography is a quantitative field. When we study according to the demography to the analytical approaches, then it is called the formal demography. And the social demography, where we focused on the social concepts like the political and the economical concepts, which are the consequences which are connected to the society, which are affected to the society, then we can say this is the social demography. It inquires the unders, consequences and the causes of the populations. According to the social demography, when we check up, when we inquire, when we observe what the consequences which are affected, which are impacted on the populations, then all the demographies studies based on the process of the country only for the countings and the enumerations, such as the census and the survey. These are the two concepts which are regarding to the demography, which are affecting to the demography, which we calculating from the demography. First is census and second is survey. Census another part of the survey. It may be called the survey also. This is a broader concept. This is the important concept for you. Census. calculation is estimated of the population, this is known as the census. When we observe number of the populations and it to be calculated by me, then it is noted down your documents, then it is called the census. When we study all arounds of the human beings, then it is also known as the census. Census is also referred to the survey. Survey, how many types of the survey? There are different types of the survey: pilot survey, pre-testing survey, some of the others, random sampling methods using of the survey. These are the different types of the method you can use according to the census. First, we are observing it was started 1790 in America. If I will say, the first census was started in 1790. It was started only by the America, and in India the British government has been started 1881. British government started. If I convert to the Indian census, then it is started after the independence 1951. It was conducted first census of the Indian Constitution. Conducted. You can see the first Indian constitutions relating population study, it is emerged out 1951. It is also said first census conducted by the India in 1951. Every 10 years it to be calculated of the whole of the country's populations. So, if I will say it was the near about to the census, it was conducted 2011. Most of the calculation, most of the data which we are observing from the census of the 2011 when we study about the demography. According to this, we also move next topic. If I will discuss some of the countries which are not conducted at the regular interval of the times of the census, like the China, because it is an authoritarian country where the democracy is not, where the aristocracy is, because their rulings is connected to the army, where rulings is also focusing by their president. It means most of the demographic structures which are covered by the authoritarian presidency. Some of the theories which are given by the sociologists. First is the Malthusian theory of the population's growth. Of population growth. What the Robert Malthus said, he says, when we study of the populations, then it is also concerning of the growth of the populations. What is the growth of the populations? It to be calculated according to the food resources. When we calculation of the food resources, the population is growing in order to the GP. population is growing in form of GP, geometric progression. But the food resources which are developing, which are growing in form of AP, it means arithmetic progression. What do you understand about the GP and the AP? It is also calculates 2, then after 4, then after 8, then after 16, then after 32. It is the form of the GP. It is known as the GP. And the food resources, this is the population growth. But it is the food resources. It is calculating according to the, it is growing according to the AP. AP 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, ... This is the theory which is given by the Robert Malthus. According to him, that the population growth is depends upon the geometric progressions. So it is the faster exploitation of the populations in our country, like as India and the China. But the food resources is growing according to the arithmetic progressions, because the food scarcity is also emerging in that particular country where, like as the Somalia, the population is not sufficient but the food resources is available. Where the population is not in a high number of the quantitative methods, then it is also some of the European countries which have not most of the populations in their countries. But the food resources and the food growing parts is connected to the population's growth. Some of the criticism also given by the another sociologist. He said that the food resources which are also similar to growing the population growth. They had defined in this theory the theory of demographic transitions. Some sociologists proved the Malthus is wrong on this method. Why? Because what happens in the European countries? When we calculating the European countries food growing aspects and the population growing concept, then it is similar, because the population is growing according to the food growing resources. And unjust social systems allow to healthy and wealthy privileged minority to live in the luxuries, while the vast majority reports were forced to live its poverty. Same as when we study about the theory of the transitions. It means the exploitation of the populations, the exploitation of the demography. Some of the sociologists given their arguments. It has defined in the 3 stages. First is growth and reason. When we study about the first stage, here the low growth rate. Why? because high birth rate and low death rate. And according to the second stage, high growth rate, high birth rate and high death rate. And in third, very high growth rate because the high birth rate and high death rate. When we are taking one examples of the Somalia, according to the high growth rate, like as India, it is a developing country, and very high growth rate is the USA, it is a developed country. When we study about under the developing countries like the Somalia and some of the European countries, and when we are discussing, when we are explaining like as the developing countries, this is also comes in the second stage because the high birth rate and the death rate is low. And when we study about third stage, it's a very high growth rates like the USA, it is a developed country. So because some of the reasons, high death rate and the high birth rate. Today your class is finished. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.